You know, in years past, when guys would come in and we usually talking about wide receivers or quarterbacks, and I say they're not going to perform at the combine, I would say, why wouldn't you want to perform? Why would you not want to show that you're the best amongst the best and around the best? And I wanted to see your participation around that kind of talent, to see what kind of alpha dog you are, what kind of leader you are. But things have changed, and I certainly understand this situation more than any. More so than years past when quarterbacks have said, I'm only coming, and a lot of quarterbacks have done that. I'm not going to throw just for the technical side on the football field. It's different when you're throwing to a whole bunch of strangers that you never even knew, and you're throwing on a football field that you never went on. When you're in Shedeur Sanders or the Cam Ward's categories, where whatever happens in Indy, they're going to use to only knock you down because you're already at the top. There is no going any higher.
Yeah.
So now I want to make all of these elements as conducive to me as I can. So, yeah, bringing that thing back and saying I'm going to do it at Colorado is what he should do. But the added cherry I think you place on top of this pie is these guys have gone a whole different path here. I'm talking about Dion. I'm talking about Travis Hunter. I'm talking about Shedeur, Shiloh. This thing started in Jackson, right? And Colorado was the one that took a chance and said, come in, we'll give you guys this opportunity. It's their way of paying Colorado back by making everybody get y'all butts to Colorado.
That's so true.
That's what y'all going to do.
It's so true, Michael, because when I came out as the #1 overall pick in the draft, you know, people had me going between 1 and 3 and 4 and 5, you know, just so I shut it down by doing everything at the combine, right? I made that decision. But I also made the decision, just like you said, the Colorado thing, and it wasn't about USC, it was about giving my other
guys an opportunity to bring them scouts around.
To be seen.
That's what I'm talking about.
So I went out
bringing
there
them scouts
just
right
to,
there,
just to be a show pony at USC. Just so they could touch me, look at me, see me, and go, ooh, okay, here he is. This is because at the combine, you think about it, Shedeur won't be the first quarterback, notable quarterback, not to participate. You mentioned a little bit. Joe Burrow didn't do it. Andrew Luck, Matthew Stafford, Kyler Murray, Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, Drake May, they all just notable guys that decided not to throw at the combine, and they all went high to get super rich. Okay? So it's not going to do anything. You do it at Colorado, he'll be just fine.
Yeah, like this.
And it's private workout, too.
I understand, like, what the combine is all about, and you get an up-close look. But listen, over his college career, you've seen what this man has made about in pressure situations, in different situations, and I understand this is a common practice. So I have no issue with him not going there because, like you said, Michael, they gonna try to. This is where they try to pick you apart.
Right.
Oh, for sure.
You know, listen, you know everything you need to know from the seasons that he didn't play. All you need to do is sit down, talk to him, let's do an interview, get to know him, let's see where his head is, let's see what type of mindset, what type of hunger he has, what type of drive does he have. That's important. Okay, I get that. But to go here and do all these measurables, throw it this way to some people you don't even know might run the wrong. I don't know.
But I did
race, run there. Oh, he doesn't run so fast. Listen, he's a gamer.
Right.
Yeah.
He understands how to play the game.
But a lot of the people that are evaluating at the combine, they never really played the game. So sometimes they don't really understand when guys are gamers. They look at him and go, well, he doesn't look like he's into it. And you talk about position groups. And Michael covered the combine for years, working for NFL Network in the receiver groups and things of that nature. I was in my receiver group, man, some of the quarterbacks I had.
Yeah.
Good thing that I could catch a BB in the dark, because at the end of the day, man, them things, you turn it around, man. I'm like,
hard, man.
and I've never worked out with them before. It's the first time I ever thrown a football with some of these people.
Right.
They throwing the ball in dirt. I got to go down and get it. And so I think that part helped me because they said, okay, well, he's still going and catching the football, although he's not able to deliver it. But when they looking to bring you down, like Michael is saying, you throw a ball that may slightly be over somebody's head that routinely somebody can go get, that's good, and you in there with a 5'8" receiver, and you throwing for a 6'3" receiver, and that dude don't make the attempt to go get it, it looks bad on you as the quarterback versus the receiver that should have made an attempt to go get the football.
Right, but once you said it all, Key, I look back and say, okay, I understand what they were doing now. Because, you know, think about it. You so eloquently placing that. Well, I was going somewhere between 1 and 3. You know, between 1 and 3. Come on, man. We mean between 1 and 3. But yeah, I was going somewhere between 1 and 3. They told me I would go somewhere between 10 and 20. I was like, great. Great. This Joe got me somewhere between 1 and 3. I'm like, okay, you know, that's a whole different thing. But between 1 and 3, what were you going to get? Those kind of passes, wherever you were going, wherever quarterback. So that combine was getting you ready for where you were going. It's hard.
I knew Key was, look, I went to Dorsey this year when Key did the interview. I knew Key was going to be great when I saw that field at Dorsey he used to catch on. It was all dirt.
Dirt, broken glass. Syringes, all that.
Everything was an upgrade from there.
Y'all so stupid. Speaking of college and teammates and whatnot, Shedeur's former teammate, Travis Hunter, will also be at the Combine, and he is now listed at both Michael wide receiver and the defensive back spot. So what should he play in the National Football League? Because my mind goes back and forth on what exactly he is at the next level full-time.
And I've told you guys, and I say this again, I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that this man should be playing both ways in the National Football League. This man logged a real season last year of playing both ways. I mean, offensively, defensively, I don't know, averaging 100-some plays a game, and all I hear is, oh, he can't do it at the NFL level. Oh, he can't do this at the NFL level. I totally do not concur with that conclusion. Totally do not concur with that conclusion. First of all, if you're playing DB, defensive back, not everybody's going to be throwing the ball his way. So you know, a lot of people capitulate and say, you're not going to beat Travis Hunter and not throw the ball his way. Offensively, man, what this dude can do offensively at wide receiver is, if he was playing only wide receiver, he'll be the top wide receiver. I think right now he's still the top receiver and top DB, and that's how I'm playing him. I love this, guys. I love this because the NFL usually runs it all, but the NFL had him down as a DB coming into this combine. Now all of a sudden, somebody has talked to somebody, and somebody else went over and put a /WR. So that means he's already saying, I want to play both positions. Don't just put me down as a DB. I don't know this for fact, but I would imagine he probably said, if I'm not going to do them both, I might not even come to the combine. We can just wait and go to Colorado, and the NFL definitely want him at that combine, definitely want them at that combine. Then all of a sudden that /WR showed up right by DB. So somebody said something, and I hope he gets an opportunity to play both, and then tell people, like I say, Shohei Ohtani, my money to me. That's what he'll be saying to him.
You must have been the guy that leaked that out there on your podcast that he should be playing both.
A long time ago, everybody leaked it out there. But he should be. He should play both. Because that's how you move the money, Key. That's how you move the money.
No, I get it.
That's how you move the money.
He can't play both full-time. So, like, I like him at wide receiver. Just, listen, this is business now. Now we get into the business part of this. Now, where can I maximize my potential and my dollars at? The wide receiver spot.
But by the time, but by the time,
well, but he gonna play both.
But I'm saying, by the time he come up though, that DB money might just be different
right
too.
now. Right now,
yeah, by the time he come up,
we're gonna see what Jamar Chase is gonna sign with. We're gonna see what he signed with.
We're talking about 40 a year with Jamar.
That's what I'm saying. What DBs is
no, but I'm saying
DBs are probably about at 20, 25 a year. But the numbers gonna
right
jump
now, but that number gonna jump up
too.
They'll go up. That wide receiver number gonna always be higher than the
But what I'm saying though, why live at any one position?
No, he can play both. But the full reps is gonna be at the wide receiver.
Right.
Full reps.
Right. I'm with you on that. And what we're saying there is where he can be most effective for a team right now. And I'm with you on that. That's at playing wide receiver. I don't care what team.
Here's the real boil down to it for the real for me my head hurts because I hear from so many different people about what he should do it, how he should do it. You got to break it down this way, Michael. If you play wide receiver in the National Football League, you better hope it, you better pray. We just had this conversation about the combine. You better have a quarterback because you will disappear in the middle of the night fast. You got to have a quarterback to get him the football. You got to have the right system and a coach that understands how to utilize your skill set and your talent. I personally think, based on, if he was coming out when me and Michael was in, I'd say, man, go play DB in a heartbeat. But the fact of the matter is, you have the Xavier Worthies of the world. You have the Tyreek Hills of the world. You have the Stephon Diggses of the world. Smaller receivers. He's a 6'1", 185-pounder. He's not a 6'2", 200-pound plus receiver. Like when me and Michael was playing, the smaller guys, when we were playing, they couldn't get on the field.
They're coming back.
They're coming back now. Yeah. So now he fits right into that system where you can utilize them in many different ways. So I think the receiver position for him,
you put him in that slot,
should be well, he can play outside or inside.
Right, he can play outside.
You put him in that receiver position, and you limit his reps on the defensive side to the nickel package and dime package, which means that you now, when they go 3 receivers, 4 receivers, empty personnel, you bring him out on the field to find the best guy. Which one of the best receivers? Oh, he number 1? Okay, we're going to take him out and make you throw to everybody else. That's how you utilize his skill set.
And I'm with you in this key, because when you talk about, okay, what is going on now in the NFL, the systems.
Right now.
Right. When you and I played, it was, if you got a primary receiver, he dominated.
88, 19, that's
right.
it.
You go and cover him, we can really put a hurting on the pass game. Now, the offensive passing game is so diverse. It's so diverse now. And you have receivers on the outside, you have slot receivers, so many more ways everybody's throwing the ball. So where Deion has said, if you could take out that one guy, you can shut down their passing game. Take out one guy, it doesn't shut down the passing game anymore. So I would primarily put him on that wide receiver also to play that wide receiver. But I don't know that there's only one Deion Sanders.
There's only one. They cut the field down
and after that, I don't know anybody else. And I got to put him on that football field to play some defensive back if I'm in a football team.
No, you
especially in crunch time and in big moments, I'm going to say, hey, go take that fella there out.
The best, even though they're in 3 and 4 receiver sets, take the best. I want you on the best dude. Even though we're in half personnel and empty and all that, I want to find the best dude. Because when we play, like you said, Michael, Deion wasn't going over there with the 4th dude. It wasn't going to happen.
Right.
You see, that's the difference. You just wasn't putting prime on a dude that get 12 reps in a game. Not going to happen. You was putting him on 88.
Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak, and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.